During Black History Month, we're highlighting the voices and the stories that have shaped our local community.
Here in Palm Beach County, African Americans played a significant role in our history. The county created a map which pinpoints historic landmarks from Boca Raton to Jupiter called the Black Cultural Heritage Trail.
Our Jolie Rodriguez took a trip down memory lane with the people who brought this trail to life.
In our everyday lives, we don't always stop to think about the history that shaped the communities we now call home. But across Palm Beach County, Black history isn't hidden in books, it's written in the land itself.
It's empowering to understand that I'm part of a legacy and I have stories that I can pass down to my children as well.
Ryan Knowles worked alongside the Palm Beach County Cultural Council to bring the Black Cultural Heritage Trail to life, only to discover his own family's history.
My mother's side of the family is actually descendants of Millie Gildersleeve, who was actually considered one of the first, if not the first, Black pioneer of what we know as Palm Beach County today. And my father's side of the family are Bahamian immigrants who actually settled and pioneered what we know as Lake Worth today.
The trail has dozens of markers honoring stories like Knowles' ancestors. It spans from the top to bottom of Palm Beach County and continues to grow.
It's extremely important because history disappears. There was a time that African American people taught their children at home, in church, so they were able to learn their history and value it. We've lost that. So to have this heritage trail for people locally and people from around the country that are coming to visit Palm Beach County is so important.
Knowles and I met in the community of Jewel, also known as present-day Lake Worth Beach, where Samuel and Fannie James were the first people to claim land and build a home in the area in 1885.
If we never learned their stories, how different would the city of Lake Worth Beach look like today?
We would not fully appreciate just the diversity of our community today, right? Looking at just not only Lake Worth, but also just the entire Palm Beach County. To understand that what we know as Lake Worth and the community, the thriving community of Lake Worth, is something that was done through the sacrifices and work, not only of a woman, but a Black woman as well. And if you see on this artist depiction, you see what it looked like and what it could have looked like during that particular time period with the diverse wildlife. Then also you see just the diversity of the different people, because if you see right here with Fannie James and also one of the white neighbors who served as a witness when she signed their particular document to secure the homestead here.
Built by her husband, that home would later become a post office where Fannie was a postmaster. But as we step further away from history, preservation efforts like the trail remain vital to our community.
Understanding our role, because when you think about traditional curriculums and what we're taught in school, we're usually taught from a single story narrative.
That we have a very rich history of African Americans in Palm Beach County. For people to really know the struggles of people of our past and the joy of people of our past, the strong sense of community they had.
If you would like to visit any of the historical landmarks, we have put a link to the Palm Beach County Cultural Council website on our website, WPBF.com.